Hey there, welcome to Oracle Star Tarot. The first card that comes out for you is the Three of Cups. Second card is Wheel of Fortune, which has been coming up a lot. And the third card is King of Wands. You have the Sun, the Queen of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. What I'm finding here is that you're working on finding a balance between all the different aspects of yourself. You're a seeker and you're looking for something that is going to make you feel excited again. That's going to make you feel alive again. It feels to me like you're weighing your options, or you're weighing the various aspects of your life, and you're kind of thinking like, what do I really want? Who do I want to be? What do I want to engage in? How do I want to show up? With the Wheel of Fortune, that's a cycle changing, and Three of Cups is about your friendships. King of Wands and Queen of Wands are about your masculine and feminine sides in terms of what you're passionate about, your passions. There could be a passionate connection between you and another person, and at the same time, these can be the passionate elements of your own self. Like, where are you creative in terms of art and drawing? Where are you creative in terms of how you live your life, how you make decisions? And then there's a sunshine energy, like a summer energy. There may be something significant to do with the summertime and the kinds of activities that you're involved with right now, and finding a balance between work and play. So let's go further into that. Ace of Pentacles is about a new opportunity in terms of finances. Queen of Swords is about really owning who you are. And Three of Swords is about having a heartbreak. So you may be feeling grief right now, or your heart's hurting. Something has broken your heart. Somebody has said or done something that really hurt your heart, and you're feeling like you're cold right now, like possibly a bit cold, a little bit angry, and you're maybe somehow using that energy by focusing on what you can create new materially. It could also be shopping in order to deal with emotions. That's a possibility here. And with the cards that came out before, I believe it's asking you to find what excites you, find what fulfills your heart, and that's going to help mend your heart. That's going to help you open up and soften again and invite love back into your heart. So whatever that means for you, it could be romantic, or it could be in terms of friendship or work relationships, some kind of thing that's really hurting right now. The Knight of Wands comes out. The Queen of Cups, and the Lovers. So Knight of Wands, that's about moving forward towards your passion and towards your creativity. This is knowing who you are and knowing what your heart wants and really filling your own cup. And the Queen of Swords next to the Queen of Cups, it's like, how can you nurture yourself? Her face looks really scary. These cards kind of scare me sometimes. So how can you nurture yourself? How can you turn this hard energy into soft, loving energy? How can you tell your own heart, it's okay, I've got you, we've got this, I'll take care of you. And then you have the Lovers. So that's going to be that heart healing energy. So you're going to go from feeling this, like your heart is just exploding, to feeling like your heart is so healthy and full of love and full of light. So that's really interesting if I look at these two cards with these two cards. Queen of Swords, here we go. Queen of Swords, Three of Swords. It's a very harsh feeling. And then Queen of Cups and the Lovers. It's a very soft feeling. And we can't always control or change a situation outside of us. But how can you focus on a certain energy that you want to feel? A certain way that you want to be? Whether you're alone or with others at any given moment. Soften. Even if you're not feeling it, how can you soften towards others? And they'll feel it, and then you'll feel that back. I do see that you're in a really 7 and 7. You're in a space where you've worked really hard, and now you're trying to see, like, where am I going to go now? I'm making these choices. I've built you're in this diligent energy. And then there's light and shadow. You're feeling somewhat in the dark as you're making a decision and going about on your path. And there's a really protective energy. Something that you've been through, you're like, I'm setting boundaries. I am not doing that again. And a lot of your shadows might come up, and that might make it a little bit difficult to make some decisions in the moment. So your guidance with that is coming up next. The Ten of Pentacles is a feeling of, it's a card that represents everything in your life. and abundance with that. So it is love. 10 of Cups is love, but 10 of Pentacles is also love. It's your home, it's your family, it's everything that you've built, and you're looking out and seeking that. You're seeking that fulfillment. You're putting that out into the universe, praying to God and saying, you know what? There's something that my heart really wants. And I really have all of these choices and all of these options, and I want to make the right decision. I want to do something that is good for my own heart and that is good for me. And at the same time, I'm going to need some help with that, please. 7 of Cups again. A lot of cards are coming out that are repeats here. So it's like there's going to be a door that is presented. So here it's all these options, but Spirit is going to make something clear to you with the 7 of Cups, with that open door. And these doors are closed. And when the time is right, you'll know what that is. So maybe give that some patience, give that some time, and put it out there. Pray for what you want. And at the same time, let God do the work and how that's going to be presented and what exactly that's going to look like. So the Queen of Cups comes up again, another repeat, which is very common in this reading. And this is a much softer and even softer heart here. I feel that energy. There's a lot of blue in this card, so there could be a lot of sadness, but there's also some softness. So have some softness with yourself. Finding a sense of peace with your situation, calming the waters so that you can bring more peace into your life. There may be a situation that happened that you want to see a little bit differently. And the 8 of Swords came out upside down. So it's like this feeling of trapped is being reversed. That's pretty crazy. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck. If you open your eyes, see it from a new light, and let God hold you, you can see it from a new perspective, and those swords will just fall right out of the ground and you'll be free. Just relax into it, into your freedom, and then balance is going to be restored. And here you are with another person under these posts. It's 11:11. That's like synchronicity. This is a feeling of celebration, like you've made it. So really giving yourself love, really allowing yourself to feel this, to grieve through it, and to move through it is going to bring you to a sense of peace. And then one day you're going to say, or there could be any given moment, it could happen today, it could happen next week, where you're going to go, oh my gosh, I felt like I was in such darkness in that moment. And then all of a sudden, you know, I allowed myself to grieve and process it and cry and move through it and be angry and move through all the emotions. I allowed myself so that I could heal and so that I can grow and so that I can create new space for new emotions and experiences to come in. So how can you see the situation differently? How can you see it from the perspective of you from a year ago and of you from a year from now? We want to stay in the present moment, but sometimes it's fun to play with that. What would year ago me think about this? What would year from me think about this? What can I say to the person that this exact date a year from now? You can even put it on your calendar, in your phone. Write a note to yourself, and then think about where you could possibly be a year from now, and thinking back on this and being like, oh, it's fine. That situation ended. And now I see why it happened, right? Or it healed and it changed and it wasn't what I thought. We never really know, but you're gonna be okay. Sending you love and light and blessings. Thank you for watching this reading. Bye.